Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. It is October 21st. I am providing you with the PWCC Premier Auction Recap, recapping 166 basketball cards, all of which sold last night on the PWCC Premier October auction. The bidding was fast and furious. I've heard tons of feedback on Instagram and social media about how some cards set records. Some say the market is dying. It is a mixed bag. I'll show you. I've got the data to prove it. Some cards were up, some cards were down. I would say probably more cards sold for less than we expected, but there was definitely a mixed bag. And sometimes there was a reason that a card didn't sell for the price that a lot of us were expecting it to sell for. So we'll talk a little bit through that. I'm really sorry I'm not getting this out to you guys earlier. You guys know me. I try to get these out early in the next morning so you can get your data and keep your finger on the pulse of the market. But I had actually, it's very rare that a real estate attorney has an emergency legal obligation, but one of my good friends' brother is not doing well with cancer, and they needed me to help with a medical durable power of attorney for him. So that took precedence this morning. And then I had a doctor's appointment to, again, try to avoid surgery on my elbow. So I am getting old. I'm breaking down. Luckily, my mouth still works. And here I am. So I'm sorry, I'm going to get this to you very late in the evening, but it is what it is. So let's get cranking. And I'm not going to look quite as many up, although I've got about 25 pulled up. I tried to look up maybe 10 of them, but I'm going to look at probably 25 of these in card ladder. We're starting from the bottom to the top. It's 166 cards. Stay tuned till the end. There are some big surprises, some big monster cards, including the number one card that sold was the card of a friend of mine, and it pushed seven figures as expected. One of the biggest cards in the world. So stay tuned. You will not be disappointed. First and foremost, this is a card that came up in my Jordan group chat the other night. It's a 96 Flair Legacy collection. The issue is it's got probably the most egregious refractor line I've ever seen. I literally had to look at the card twice because I was like, is that some kind of weird variation? No, you can see it on your screen. That is literally just a horrific refractor line, and that's why the subs are 9, 9.59, and then a 6.5 for surface. That card did not do well. It was not expected to do well. What would the card have done if it was a BGS 9? We'll never know. We got to go look at the comps. Bird 2012 gold did 7,800. Some of these lines, guys, I have to scroll through. I will be here forever, and I've got 3 other videos to get out for you all today. So if you're watching me on the Luca Nation Network. Tonight, you're also going to see the Explore the Card episode featuring a Michael Jordan card from the 90s. So I've got a lot of cards in this PWCC Premier auction that I actually own in my collection. The first of which is this 2003 Topps Chrome First Edition. Sold for right at what we expected, 9,600. I don't have that one looked up in Card Ladder. I'm trying to figure out what the first one I do have looked up. It's a Kobe Platinum Portraits. This is a card I had my eye on, but I had to make a choice. Stay tuned. You'll see the card that I did end up picking up in this PWCC Premier auction. I just had to pick and choose, and for whatever reason, I went after the other card. You can let me know if I made a mistake, but this 1998 Upper Deck Game Jerseys BGS 9.5 really did call to me. You guys know I'm a grade snob. I always want PSA 10 or BGS 9.5 if I can get my hands on it. This one goes for $10,800. We got an Ant-Man Immaculate numbered to 50 going for $10,800 as well. SGC 10 Nike Promo, $10,800. The Kobe, this is what a Kobe Legacy Collection PSA 9 sold for, almost double what we saw from the refractor line version lower in the BGS 7.5. In the BGS 7.5 case, again, this is a different row, so a different card. 1998 Hoops Slam Bams, Kobe Bryant, PSA 7. Those are serial numbered to 100, rare card there. And then a Jordan autograph with some kind of certificate of authenticity here, $12,000. First card we'll look up is this 1997 Metal Universe Platinum Portrait Kobe Bryant, and I have got it pulled up. This is a BGS 9.5, which makes it a pop 3. The PSA 10 is a pop 4. Actually, the BGS 9.5 is also a pop 4. So you're talking about 8 gem copies in the world for this incredible pack odds card, and one of the most recognizable inserts from the 90s with the intricate laser cut, pinhole die cut to create the face and the shadow of Kobe Bryant's face. If we look at this card over the last 2 years, there's only 8 of them in the world. There's only 4 BGS 9.5s, and so you can see 3 of the 4 sold over the last 2 years. It hit an incredible $21,600 just after the first quarter bubble, and then the last 2 sales are $13,200 and $12,000 last night. So keep that in mind. Kobe cards are on the dip a little bit. I'm going to skip through some of these incredible cards. I've got a 2009 playoff contender, Steph Curry. I do have that card pulled up. Sold last night for $12,000. Last sale $14,400, almost exactly a month ago. Sale before that $18,000 in August. So that card's come down a pretty massive number, down about 33% since this sale, down 17% over the last 3 months, all things considered. A Kobe Gold 9. We've got some more Jordan autographs. We are going to look up this 1985 Nike promo oversized Jordan in the PSA 10. It's sort of one of those flagship Jordan cards, extra rookie cards, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Sold for $13,200 last night. Last one was $15,000, $14,400 before that, and then a PWCC I Appeal percentage sticker sold for $17,000. So that card over the last 3 months is still tracking down 22.8%. Over the last year, it's down 31%. Ignore this. There's no way. I don't know what happened there. I would just, when I see anomalies like this and variations that are so disparate, I just ignore them and I just try to kind of look past it. But even when you look past that, the card's down 31%. Again, not the lowest pop card, pop 171, so about half of the 86 Fleer PSA 10 true rookie card. Z Pete, Kobe. We're going to see this card twice. And so, guys, I've looked at this. I looked at this for like 2 minutes. I spent 2 minutes looking at this to make sure. I'm not an expert on autograph cards. I'm not super familiar with this particular card. It's the 2003 SP Authentic Signatures LeBron Rookie Auto. It sold last night for $13,200. Tuck that away in your memory banks. We're going to go right back to it in just 1 minute. But $13,200 PSA 10 copy. Got an autographed Jordan autofocus, the blue Doncic BGS 9.5. I think I looked that bad boy up. I did. This one's on a death march over the last year. Not surprising. Sold in October, almost exactly 1 year ago for almost $37,000. Sells last night for $14,400. That's a 61% decrease. The card got all the way down to $10,000. It's only a pop 53 card. Remember, the blues are serial numbered to 199. We've got a gold Mobley PSA 9, sells for $14,400. This one intrigued me as well. As you know, I'm a huge set collector. I'd like to meet and shake hands with the man who bought, or the woman who bought this Beam Team PSA 10 set. This is so awesome. I wanted this so bad, but I didn't have an extra $14,400 laying around to buy, Reggie Miller and John Stockton and Chris Mullin cards and Pippins. So I had to pass, even though everything about this calls to me. Really cool set right there. Emerald green, number to 5. Flawless signature prime materials autograph Anthony Edwards. That's a mouthful. First card and only card that I won last night. I'm a grade snob. I want the 9.5s. I picked up the Interlake pre-rookie card from Michael Jordan from 1985. It's $14,400 is what I paid, which was about what I was expecting to pay. I would have pushed a little bit harder, but $14,400 with the buyer's premium is what I got the card for. If you look at the card over the last 2 years, it sold for an insane $37,000. $30,000, $17,000, almost $17,000. The last one sold for $12,600. I was okay going back up to $15,000. That was kind of where I drew the line. I was okay with getting it for $14,400. Let me know in the comments what you think about this card. It's only a pop 36, and I've mentioned this 3 times now. I'm a grade snob, and so the card appeals to me in a 9.5. It does not appeal to me at all in any lower grade than that. There's 8 PSA 10s in the world, and the last PSA 10 sold for $87,330. So that is, I don't even want to do this quick math, but that's maybe a little over 4, or right at 4x, which is about what we're seeing on the disparity between 9.5s and PSA 10s. And it is a min gem with a 9 for corners. Trophy autograph Jordan, I think it's called Black Trophy autograph Jordan, gold LeBron PSA 9. Another patch auto LeBron, patch auto Kobe. Sorry guys, I got to go kind of quick. An autograph game jersey from 2015 Flight School. 99 sells for $15,600. A cool dual autograph Jordan and Kobe. LaMelo down there. A LeBron James Exquisite Collection, serial number to 25, BGS 9.5. Exquisite Collection cards are so gorgeous. I'm so jealous every time I see them The third Kobe, sorry, no, we saw two Jordans. This is a Kobe Bryant Flair Showcase Row Zero Legacy Collection. And I just realized earlier I compared the price for a Kobe Rookie Legacy Collection to a Jordan Refractor line. That was a mistake, so disregard that. Sorry, I talk fast and I think sometimes too quickly. So that was an incongruent comparison. Here's Blake Griffin waving in the background. LaMelo Ball back here as well. Can't quite tell who this is. I think that's probably LaMarcus Aldridge, but none of them are going to block Zion's shot in that black 1/1. Big time Zion card right there. 16,200. The varsity letters, Jordan. These are always cool cards that just look so good to me aesthetically. 16,800. Orange Doncic BGS 9.5. I've looked up a bunch of Doncic because I'm trying to keep up, but I didn't look this one up. I'm sorry. The next one I did look up was this Kobe Bryant 1997 Ultra Platinum Medallion PSA 8. These platinum medallions are special, man. They're serial number to 100, tough to grade. This one goes for 18,000. If we look at the history of that card over the last 2 years, this one's gonna buck the trend. So this is a card that's actually up 67% over the last 2 years. That's a big number, y'all. Keep in mind, 4 times this card has sold, and it's only a pop 6. And so that's just one of those things. We've got to keep this in mind. At some point, I got to believe these cards are going to find their way into the hands of collectors and they're going to dry up. Maybe that's what's happening now. But when they dry up, like a pop 6 card should not appear in the card ladder sales data for the last 2 years 4 times. It should not happen, especially on a card that means this much, that looks like that. That's just a big time card. But this one goes for 18,000, down a few bucks from the last sale, but still up more, measurably up. From 2 years beginning sales data point. Jordan Retro Jambalaya 9.5 right here. That's a pop 15 card, 18,000. Kobe Rookie Credentials. Those are serial numbered to 499. Cracked Ice, Yao, Base, Exquisite. And then here's what I wanted to come back to, right? So remember, we just looked at this exact same card, exact same grade, and it sold for 13,200. Somebody tell me why this one sold for 18,000 or why the other one sold for $4,800 less. I don't get it. What am I missing? What is the confusion? Is there a difference between the two cards? I looked at it for 5 minutes and I couldn't tell a difference. That just seems odd that 2 cards would sell for that big of a difference in price. They're the exact same cards to me. Again, not all cards in the same slab grade are the same, so maybe there was something going on in the back. I don't have time to look because I don't care enough, but I wanted to point that out. 2005 SP Game Use. Well, the one thing I did want to show you is that with that card ladder doesn't have it. So if we go to view all sales, card ladder has the 18,000, but they didn't pull up the 13,200, and I'm not really sure why they didn't. If we go back, let's make sure the serial number is not the same and it's not some kind of error. That's serial number 428. This 13,200 was serial number 656. So not the same card. I don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something. Card ladder doesn't have it, and it just looks weird to me. PSA 9 Jordan goes for 18,000, about on the number. Upper Deck Glass, LeBron, and then a LaMelo here. We've got a Bird Magic PSA 9 right at the number, 19,200. Let's look up the Giannis 2013 Silver Prism PSA 10. Obviously a really big Giannis card here, guys, we're looking at. I've got it, and there it is. 19,200. That's up from 17,800, which is right on the number from 18,000. So this card over the last 6 months is down, but if we look at this card over the last 3 months, it's up, right? So it's a little bit up from one data point to the last. So a good sign there for Giannis collectors. I own this card in this grade, which is worth significantly less, and I paid significantly more than it's worth. So I'll let that cat out of the bag. I paid way more than $9,000 for that Giannis BGS 9.5. Here's a cool card. This is the Upper Deck Reflections Mirror Images. Just trust me, LeBron has a patch auto on the back. This one's serial number to 25, and it's a BGS 9.5. I actually own the gold parallel of this exact card, and in the same grade. And mine is, I'm sorry, I think mine's an 8.5, and it's serial number to 10 with 2 color patches or 3 color patches. I can't really remember. Kobe Bryant Playmakers Theater goes for $20,400. If this was Jordan, it'd be over 200. Let's look up the most important card that ever existed. That's me being sarcastic, tongue in cheek. Everybody swore these cards were going to seven figures and going to the moon, and I told everybody you need to chill out. Just because you could put it in a different slab does not mean that the card just magically becomes 50 times as valuable. Let's see what this star PSA 7 number 101 XRC has done over the last 90 days. I think you might be surprised. So while everybody thought it was going to the moon, it's actually down 30% over the last 90 days. There it is. 3 months, beginning at 28.8. It got up to 31.6, and now it has fallen 4 consecutive sales to $20,400. So as I told everybody on earth who would listen to me, everybody needs to relax. Cards are going to chill. Specifically, this card is going to need to chill as that population continues to grow. I assure you it's not going to finish at 24. People are still going to cross. People are still going to grade cards. They never did because they're PSA simps. So that pop is going to go up. And as you can see, look what it's gone up from 11 to 24 in, what is that? 2 months. So buckle up. It's only going to get worse. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Kobe Refractor 9. I like this LeBron pre-rookie card. It's the Refractor PSA 10. It's serial number to 250. That's a big number there. $20,400 for that one. I'm trying to figure out the next card I looked up. Okay, it's the Finest Refractor Jordan. RJ Barrett, true RPA. Oof, rough timing on that. I don't know who's got the balls to pay this price for this card based on the way that kid looks. He does not look good. He had a disastrous year last year. If you look at the analytics, he was absolutely terrible. Zion Mojo 9.5 goes for $20,400. Like, there is no question in my mind. If I had to choose one of these two cards, without hesitation, I am choosing this 1/4 the print run Zion Williamson over that RJ Barrett. Good Lord, I don't know what's going on in the hobby. Quad Gem 2. LeBron rookie auto. Kareem SGC 8. That's a good looking Kareem SGC 8 right there with the PWCC 15% sticker. More LeBrons. This is a Jordan Super Rave that did really well. $21,000 for this Superman Super Rave. The Super Rave was a parallel from 1997 Skybox Z-Force. They're serial numbered to 50. BGS 9 is a good grade for that. There's only 2 higher graded than BGS 9. An exquisite patch auto Jordan. And then this is the next card we'll look up. The first card that was featured on my Explore the Card episodes, episode number 1, which you can go catch on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. But this was Jordan's first refractor ever. And so this is the 93 Finest Refractor. The issue with this card is always going to be the surface and the color. Does it pop or has it greened? The centering on this one looks damn good left to right, like really good. And I'll be honest with you, the color looks pretty damn good too. $21,600 for that card. I've got him pulled up. There he is. It's actually down from the last two, 25 and 24. That really surprises me. That's another card that was on my radar along with the Interlake and along with that 98 game used jersey card, BGS 9.5. So I'm surprised this card went for $21,600. As you can see, the card went for a whopping $44,280 just 2 years ago, down 50% from that sale. So it's going to be a long climb back for that card. But that card is not a high pop card, man. Pop 41 is not a lot for a Jordan card. None have been added in the last 18 months to the pop report. And that's it for page 2. So I'm going to scroll over to the top 96 cards. We're about 40% of the way there. Let me get down here. Let me flip to page 1 and let's get rolling. And I'm going to scroll real fast so we don't see the top. All right, let's get all the way down here to the bottom because I don't want you to see the big hitters yet. Here we go. Our first jambalaya, Jordan BGS 8.5 sells for $21,600. RPA exquisite. Wade PSA 7 21.6. Kobe here and Kevin Durant orange here. Which of these 4 cards would you want the most and in what order? Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm going right here with the Jordan first. I'm going with the Durant here because I'm a grade snob. I'm going with the exquisite Dwayne Wade RPA PSA 7 because that's a monster card. That is the rookie patch card that we're going to see again for the great king LeBron James, which sold for much more than $21,600. You're about to see. And then I'd take Kobe 4th on that list. We've got the patch autograph here for Jason Tatum from Panini Flawless. This is the green serial number to 5 variation, 21.6. All these cards are right at 21.6, including the BGS 8 star Jordan. I'm not sure if I looked up the BGS 8. I don't think I did. I did look up that jambalaya, which is actually down from $29,000 to $21,600. So that jambalaya is actually down. And I also looked up the Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is nose diving. That is what it looks like over the last 2 years. And you're like, well, 37% is not bad. Everything else in the market is. But if you start from 115, someone got punched right in the nether region, as I like to say. If we look at it over the last year, it's down 63%. If we look at it from February, it's much, much, much worse than 63%. Not a good position to be in if you're on that Durant card. In fact, it's down to a half price discount, basically bargain bin discount based on the last sale. We're talking about this orange tops chrome refractor right here. And then next on our list, we've got the Bowman Chrome X-Fractor LeBron 9.5, $21,600. Pretty good discount right there for that card. And then the Dr. J PSA 9. I'm not certain, but I think the PSA 10 is either a pop 1 or like a pop 3 or something crazy. I think it's like pop 1. I might be crazy. It's not in card ladder, and I probably could have gone to look into the data, but I didn't. This one sells for 22.2. The last one sold for 15,600. But you know, again, with cards like this, vintage cards, remember, you can't get the 10, so the 9 is the next best thing. The 10's a 7-figure card without question. Even in the down market, I gotta believe a PSA 10 doc would be a 7-figure card. I know that sounds crazy considering the 9's 22,000 and that's a 50x multiplier. But when the pop is like, I think it's either 1 or 3. I really wish I knew, but I don't have it in front of me, and they don't have it in card ladder. But PSA 9's a pop 160 card. But even this doc card's not impervious to this downward market trend. Even the vintage stuff is taking a hit in the balls. Over the last year, it's down 23%. Despite the fact that sale was actually a pretty good uptick from the last one. Exquisite limited logos, LeBron, a LeBron rookie patch auto, a Kobe exquisite collection limited logos, and then a Jordan enshrinements auto. We're in that $20,000 range. I'm going to have to start moving a little bit quicker, guys. We've got the gold LeBron guarding Kobe PSA 9 sells for $24,000 with an NBA gold sticker. Chronology Jordan, the black X-Fractor Durant outsells the orange PSA 10. So this one's serial numbered to 50. Another Kobe 96 Flair Showcase. This is a 9.5 and it's $25,200. We saw the X-Fractor LeBron BGS 9.5 sell below for less. That's odd. This is serial number to 150. BGS 9.5 Min Gem sells for less than the regular Chrome Refractor Bowman Rookies and Stars, serial number to 300, sells for $25,800. So the grade matters there, guys. Limited logos LeBron, Essential Credentials now LeBron numbered to 102, and then the gold LeBron. I've got a nice little mini rainbow of this particular card. I'm looking for the cards in PSA 10 condition. However, this one, you know, I figured it might go a little bit steep for the moment. So sold for $26,400 in BGS 9.5. Dual auto LeBron Jordan, another limited logos LeBron, a gold LeBron 2019, and the Lakers uniform, cool card there. And then a Steph patch auto rookie 8.5. Here's a card we have to look up, and I don't mean to make a mockery of this, but when I first saw what this card did a few months back, I knew somebody was up to something. There was no way that those sales could be substantiated. So this is one of the greatest, most underrated centers of all time. So let me start there. I'm not disparaging Moses Malone or his importance to the hobby, or certainly to the game of basketball. He was famous for his faux comment, and he was an NBA MVP multiple times. I've got his card pulled up, and this is the insanity that I'm talking about. This card once sold on the same day in the same auction for $96,000 and $102,000. Yes, you heard me right. In the March premiere, it was the PWCC Weekly, March 13th, the card sold for $102 and $96 on the same night. Then it got backed up with another sale of $90,000. And then I want you to see what happened right after that. Yes, $20,000 1 month later, less than 1 month later. And then 43 and then 28 last night. So make of it what you will. I have no idea what the card's worth. It's a pop 37 card. It's not the rarest card in the world. 37 is not a lot. It sold for $28,200. I think that's probably more realistic than the 96 or the $102,000 somebody allegedly paid on the PWCC premiere. We're expected to believe that those cards were paid for. I'm assuming they are, or they would have been pulled. So I don't have an answer for you. If somebody knows something, please let me know in the comments. But this is the card that kind of sticks out in my mind, along with a few others in the hobby. That this wasn't in the first quarter bubble that happened. So that's what I don't understand. Like, we see that all the time when all the cards have come down from first quarter 2021. But this card, this absurd, decrease in price didn't take place beginning with the first quarter bubble. It was relatively recently, so I'm confused about that. Orange Doncic PSA 10. I don't know if I looked that one up yet or not. Did I look that up? I did. On a death march. Here we go. Down 74% for somebody who does anything and everything that everybody's ever asked of him and looks like he's in great shape to make an MVP run. $30,000 for the card. It's a serial number to 49. The card sold for $120,000 exactly 9 months ago. Think about that. You could buy 4 today of the 14 in the world for the price of 1 9 months ago. That is interesting to say the least. True RPA, Anthony Edwards, BGS 9. Chrome Refractor, Steph Curry, 9.5. Chrome Base, PSA 10, Steph Curry, 31,200. Remember, that year the base were numbered to 999. The Jordan PSA 8 Jambalaya sells for a lot more than the BGS 8.5 that we saw earlier. Let me know what you think about that. I think the 8.5 sold for 21 and this one sells for 32. So almost 50% higher sale for a PSA 8 than a BGS 8.5. It seems like you could just buy the 8.5 and go sub it to PSA, and your most likely grade is going to be a PSA 8. I don't know if anybody's playing that game. That's some high stakes crack and resub game right there. That's not for me, but it is what it is. Bill Russell, exquisite number pieces, $33,000. That seems like a lot for that card to me. Gold Prism 2013 Kobe, $33,600. That seems like a lot for me. Although that is a freaking eye-popping, beautiful card, I must say. That color match is filthy, and everybody knows my feelings on 2013 Prism. It is my favorite. We've got another Holy Grail card, right? The 84 star number 101 Jordan BGS 8.5 this time. Where is he? I thought I pulled him. There he is. So this card's been relatively steady. If we throw out this insane purchase of $68,000, which made no sense, this is a Pop 252 card. So at some point, we're going to see the PSA 7s and the PSA 8s kind of approach a few hundred, in my opinion. The problem is, as I've discussed ad nauseum, is that people who are cracking them out of BGS slabs are not going to be submitting those BGS labels over to PSA or submitting them back, to BGS to let them know to remove the card from the pop report. And so what's going to happen is the value of the star is going to be negatively impacted because it's going to look like there's significantly more of them in existence in PSA and BGS and SGC slabs than there actually are. And so that's kind of the problem. And that is one reason why I acknowledge the importance of the card and the relevance and the need to have this card. I need this card in my collection and I want it in a high grade, but I'm not about to pay now. I'm going to wait for this drop in price and this increase in pop to level off. And it might be years, it might be 1 year, it might be 3 years. I don't know. But at that point, I'll pull the trigger and I'll grab one of these star cards. But this one sold for $33,600, which is about the same as the sale 2 months ago. I don't know what this guy was thinking. Maybe the subs were incredible, or maybe he thought he was going to buy it, crack it, and get a PSA 9. I don't know. Sign of the times, lots of talk about this card. 9.5, 10 for the auto. This is the die cut version. Exquisite limited logos here. And then the Josh Giddey. This is not the true RPA. This is serial number to 10. So this is a really, really big Josh Giddey card. I wish he'd wear a hairnet or a bandana or some kind of barrette or something in that disgusting hair he's got. I do like the kid's game. We need to see if he can shoot the ball this year. It's a horrible fit with him and SGA, two guys who cannot shoot the ball proficiently from the perimeter, but two guys who are very good, high usage rate, ball dominant point guards that could be the franchise point guard for teams. I think he's probably one of the 30 best point guards in the NBA. I said it, or at least he has the potential to be, but he needs to learn to shoot the ball because he did not do it last year. But again, he's young, he's a baby. We'll see what he does. Kobe Impeccable Auto. This is a cool card. Halliburton and Anthony Edwards, two fantasy darlings, right? Two of everybody's favorite fantasy basketball players to watch. Breakout guys, you know. PSA 9, 86 Fleer set. Teardrop emoji every time I see an 86 Fleer set since I no longer own my PSA 10 set. This went a little bit lower than I was hoping. 38,400 seems really low for this set. I've got two of these PSA 9 complete sets with stickers as well. This is that Michael Jordan upper deck. It looks like an ESPN cover. It's a living legend autograph, serial number to 50. It's hand serial numbered, which I like, but some people don't. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on hand serial numbered versus stamped. We got two big Anthony Edwards cards in a row. Okay, so this is the serial number to 99. This is his true RPA 910, and this is his parallel serial numbered to 3. Let this sink in. This is numbered to 999. This has a swoosh patch, which I think is a better patch, and it's serial numbered to 3. Same product, same year. PSA 7 sell for exactly the same price. This is the question of the day. Look at these two cards. Do you want the serial number to 3 PSA 7 Nike swoosh blue parallel? Or do you want the true RPA PSA 910 for the auto right here? The auto not being graded probably doesn't help this card. It doesn't look nearly as clear and perfect as this autograph personally. I don't dabble in ultra modern cards that are this valuable, so I don't know the answer. But if I had to pick one, I would probably, I'm a grade snob, so I'd probably take this one, even though it makes no sense logically because there's 33 times as many of this card as there are this card. Karl Anthony Towns, I looked this up in Card Ladder. I think I've got it pulled up right here. The most ever paid for a Karl Towns card, and it's not close. Almost $12,000 more than the highest price ever paid for a Karl Anthony Towns card, and it was the same exact card, I believe. Yeah, it looks to me, maybe I'm wrong. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong, but this card raw sold for $28,988. This card in a BGS 8.5 slab, apparently somebody got it graded, and that's what came out. Sold for $40,800 last night. That is a gambling man right there. Here's an autograph star Jordan. That's cool. 5.7 for the auto. Logo autograph, Durant 1/1, Doncic 10/10. Couple of Jordans, another Jordan exquisite limited logos. This is a little bit off the radar. 55 All-American Sports Club, Bill Russell, PSA 10. This is a hand cut, so somebody did a great job scissoring this thing out of a magazine or a postcard or wherever the hell it came from. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but it predates the 57 Topps. So interesting little piece here. That's a Pop 2, fellas, and it's got a gold sticker, which makes it probably a Pop 1. It's Cade Cunningham, serial number to 10, card number 1 out of 10. Some people make a big deal out of that. Shout out to Spinatron. This is the gold parallel. So PSA 9 makes it a Pop 1, none higher. $45,000 for that card. You could have got a Karl Anthony Towns logo man for the same price. Hint, hint, sarcasm. 2018 White Sparkle Doncic PSA 10. This is a Pop 13 card, $45,600. Yikes. True RPA Tatum, serial number to 99, 48. Right next to the greatest player that has ever laced them up. Gem Mint, mixed gem with 10 centering with a PWCC 5% sticker, selling for the exact same price. If these two cards next to each other, and you know what, you can throw in the LeBron, but let's really stick to these two. If these two cards that you're seeing on your screen selling for the same price doesn't shed a little light on the hypocrisy and absurdity in this hobby, I don't know what will. Again, I think Tatum's a great player. I think he's got the potential to be a franchise player, but you know what? There's been hundreds of franchise players in the NBA. There's only been one Michael Jordan, and this is his rookie card, and this is a 9.5, and this has got a PWCC 5% sticker, and this looks like it could cross. I don't know. I didn't look too much at it, and I know PSA is not big on crossing and adding to that 322 pop count, but good Lord. Again, I have this card, so I'm probably a little bit biased, but I would rather have this card if given the choice over this card. There's just too much risk involved. The odds of Tatum sniffing anything like Michael Jordan's greatness is just highly unlikely, and I understand this is serial number 999. I understand it's a sexier looking card. I understand that the Pop is never going to be 322. I get all those things. But Jordan was 50 times the player that Tatum's ever going to be, and that matters a lot more to people long-term than how cool the card is. And I will admit, that is one badass big-time card right there. I just offended every Tatum collector in the world. Besides, I'm Jaylen Brown over Tatum all day long anyway. Everybody knows that from watching my channel. 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron, PSA 10 Refractor. A card I still need to put in my collection. I've got the black. I've got a bunch of the chrome base, of course. This is 50,400 gold Doncic Contenders autograph. Here's another card that's near and dear to my heart. I own this card in this exact same grade, Pop 13. So sold for 51,600 last night, which was about about what I picked my copy up for. Kind of expected it to do a little bit more, but I didn't look closely at the condition of the card or the back or the coloring or anything like that. So it is what it is. Noble nameplate LeBron does 54, Stars and Stripes Morant 57.6, and then another limited logos LeBron. Seems like we see tons of limited logos. I mean, those belong in the PWCC Premier. They're just huge cards. I'm just saying we seem to see a lot of those cards. Speaking of the devil, another Jordan limited logo, a LeBron exquisite collection, rookie patch, horizontal BGS 9.5, sells for 66. Flawless Doncic, mixed gem with 10 centering here. This is going to be LeBron and Michael Jordan, serial numbered, hand serial numbered to 15, signature class duels. BGS 9.5, pop 13. It's serial numbered to 15, and 13 of them ended up with a 9.5. That seems odd. And there's one graded higher, so 14 out of the 15 are gem or better. That must be one hell of a condition insensitive card that just grades out of this world. That seems nuts to me. It also seems nuts nobody ever graded that card with PSA. Flawless vertical patch autograph. Really cool Mardi Gras color patch here for Zion. This is serial numbered to 5. So similar to that Anthony Edwards we saw that was serial numbered to 3. This one's flawless, however, 72,000 for that. Another Jordan patch auto, 72. The LeBron Ultimate Collection autograph. I think these are serial number to 2. Yeah, serial number to 250. Mixed gem here does 72. True RPA for Zion here in a BGS 910 does $78,000. I'm forgetting to look up some of these cards. There it is. So this one's right on the number. That's the last 3 months. So Zion's been holding pretty steady the last 3 months on this particular card. Let's go back though, because I want you to see that this card once sold for $173,000. So 2.5 for 1 discount going right now in the market. SGC 1010. So great grades. I get it. Again, I think you're leaving money on the table grading this with SGC and not PSA, especially if you think you can get a PSA 1010, but that's just my perspective. I'm not the owner, so it's not my call. Just giving you my thoughts. This is an interesting one here. I wanted you guys to look at these 2 cards. Actually, you can look at all 3 of these cards. Which of these 3 cards would you prefer? They've all sold for right at the same, 81, 81, and 87. This is a masterpiece, Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. That's pretty tough to beat. Again, it's not an autograph, it's a patch only, but it is a 1 of 1. This is an Anthony Edwards rookie signatures black sticker auto. I gotta say the word sticker. I'm sorry for whoever the buyer was of that card, but it is a sticker, which does matter. So somewhere in between on-card autograph and no autograph or sticker autograph, somewhere in that mix. But it is a 10-10. It is a 1 of 1. It is one of the biggest, baddest, most enjoyable to watch prospects out on the market. 81,000 for that monster sticker auto. BGS, PSA Pop 1 of 1 masterpiece. Just 2 awesome cards right next to each other. No offense to Ja Morant, but I'm taking both of these cards over this card, and I really think the world of Ja Morant. Here's a Kobe and PSA 10. So here's where you can see what grading does for you. This is a PSA 10 of that same legacy collection that we keep seeing. Of course, this is row 0. To make sure you distinguish row 0, row 1, row 2. 96,000 for this card. Yikes, almost 6 figures. Kobe Refractor PSA 10. I know I've got this one looked up. This coloring is really good. There's the LeBron Refractor, by the way. So down 14% over the last 3 months. Not too big of a disparity. And there's that LeBron autograph is definitely down significantly with a lot of price points. 15 data points to look at, down 68% just over the last 2 years. What's that card? Even over the last 6 months, that's not going to be good, man. Down 45%. Yikes. The Zion, I forgot to look it up. Sorry. That card is held steady, unlike a lot of these other super mega high-end cards in the market. So since March, the card was 102. It's gotten all the way down as low as 78, and then the one last night sold for 78 again. So we kind of know what that card's worth. Sorry, I was trying to find this Kobe Refractor because I was almost positive I looked it up. There it is. Okay. Kobe Refractor took a nosedive last night. Down, yikes, man. That's down $50,000. That is not a good sign for Kobe Refractor PSA 10 owners because the one last night, I might be crazy. I thought it looked great. Keep in mind, this card did sell for 1/2 of $1 million American dollars at one point about 18 months ago, about 20 months ago. And then last night it sold for 96,000. So 5-for-1 discount if you want to buy 5 of those. Noble nameplate Jordan BGS 9.5 sells for 117. A Jordan Platinum Medallion serial number to 100, but it is his jersey number. Shout out to Spinatron and Naz and some of you other deep pockets, high rolling hobbyists out there. I know that means a lot to you guys, so I'm sure the bidding for this one was fast and furious. I did not run the comps on this because I don't think there's really enough of them out there selling, but 120,000 is a lot of money to pay for a basketball card, but that's a pretty badass basketball card. Let me see what the next one is. Okay. We've got the gold. This is a card that I really love. It's not in my wheelhouse. Sorry. 132 grand for this Bowman Chrome gold refractor, serial numbered to 50, mixed gem, 132 grand. Doncic, we're getting to the top, guys. Doncic 132 for this parallel, limited edition parallel, number to 20 RPA. A gold Steph Curry, a black LeBron refractor. I was lucky enough recently to pick up the BGS 9.5 copy of this card, serial number to 500. Let's see what the black PSA 10's done. It held steady, so 144 last sale 5 months ago, 144 again. Obviously, it's way down from the high points even earlier this year, and I think this card's been even higher than that, if I'm not mistaken. No, over the last 2 years, that's the number all time. What are we looking at here for this black refractor? Oh my God, it got somebody paid almost $500,000 for that. So similar to that Kobe refractor PSA 10 we looked at, it didn't drop as bad, but it's dropped significantly. So that just gives you an idea of what the hell happened in the market. I would hate to be the person holding the 480,000 version of that card. Flawless 1 of 1 Doncic, $168,000, masterpiece of course. The Jordan does 180, which is about what we were expecting, because as I've got pulled up, there's the last 4 sales, and as you can see, it's average 178.5, and there's 4 sales to prove it. And like we keep talking about, there's the pop of that card. If we look at let's look at the last 2 years to see how deadly this has been. Same thing. So over the last 2 years, it's actually up 45%. If you polled people in the hobby and said, is the Jordan card up or down over the last 2 years? I think 99% of the people in the hobby would say, oh, it's way down. It used to be 800,000. Well, that is true. But that happened somewhere in the middle of this bad boy. It's actually stable up 45% from 2 years ago when it was a $124,000 card. But of course, we all remember this is wrong. The card actually hit $780,000. I'm not sure what's going on with the card ladder data stuff there, but I know that card sold for $780. I think twice on the same night, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Maybe I'm forgetting something or misremembering, as Roger Clemens would say. Exquisite dual number pieces, LeBron and Jordan, 186,000. Limited logos, LeBron from his rookie year, 192. Here it is. This is a monster, right? This is the card that every Doncic collector dreams about. This is his true RPA from National Treasures 2018. Cool 3-color patch, serial numbered to 99. BGS 9.5 Min Gem sells for almost $200,000. And then here we go. We got Rushmore, guys. This is the top row. Sorry, I forgot to look up. That LeBron limited logo was the one who took the bath of the night. The last one sold for $444. This one sells for $192. That is rough. And the Doncic is actually not exactly steady. Down 24,000 from the last sale, which was down 44,000 from the sale before that, which was down a lot from 348,000. So even Doncic cards are coming down and coming down extremely hard. The next card we got pulled up is our championship PMG from 1997 Metal Universe Championship product. I've got this card in a PSA 8 slab, which I would assume is about the same value as a BGS 9. I'd have to look a little bit closer at the card. This one's got pretty good subs. It's a Pop 7, only one graded higher than BGS 9 by Beckett. These are serial number to 50, remember. So unlike the green PMGs, serial number to 10, the red PMGs, which are theoretically, they're serial number to 100, but theoretically there's 90 of them printed. This one's a serial number to 50. So twice as rare, almost twice as rare is the red. Sells for $288,000 with buyer's premium last night. Let's pull it up and see what's happened with this card. I don't even know if we're going to have all time. There's our all time. absolute hero of mine, bought this card for $16,000 in 2018. I just want to meet this person and shake his hand. Then it sold for $200 in a private sale. Then it sold for $324, and now it's come back a little bit to $288. So there's your numbers on that card. And here's the PSA 8 that I own. I did not. That is not mine. I did not buy mine for that. But if we look up all time, there's only been one sale of that. It's a pop 6. There's just not a lot of these out there. There's only 50 in the world, and they just don't show up a lot because there's levels of hodling in this hobby, and PMG Jordans especially are the ones that people hodl the most, even more so than some of these other awesome cards that we're about to see. Steph Curry, horizontal patch auto, serial number 99, BGS 9.5. I say horizontal patch auto, all of them are that year. This is what this card has done. Gulp down to 348. Sold not that long ago, almost the beginning of this year. That's the day before Christmas for $780,000. Merry Christmas to that person. Then we've got the Doncic Emerald. So I guess the question is, would you rather the 9.5 number to 99? This is like that Anthony Edwards dilemma that we just looked at. Would you rather this minimum gem Doncic serial number 99 true RPA, or would you rather this Emerald parallel serial numbered to 5 lower graded, but really only 2 half grades off? I mean, if you think about it, that's like a minuscule difference in the quality of the card, right? And again, that's subjective. So it might be the exact same quality of card. We don't know. But this one sold for $900,000. That is over 4 times as much as the true RPA BGS 9.5. That seems like a big disparity. And I get it. Serial number to 5 is not serial number to 99. I get it. Yikes. That's a very large amount to play for an active player who hasn't won a title yet. Although I'm not going to sit here. I don't need to defend. You guys know my thoughts on this kid and how important I think he is and where I think he's going to fit when it's all said and done. But the card of the night, my good friend Josh Dawson at Northeast Sports Cards. DM him and congratulate him. Tell him you saw it on the Cajun Cardboard and the Luca Nation Network, and you heard about his sale. Send him good vibes. Send him DMs. I know how he's feeling. After I sold my Kareem sticker, I felt the same way. He's feeling mixed emotions of anxiety, regret, seller's remorse, joy. I mean, he's got $930,000. I don't know how much Biden is going to steal from him. Probably too much. Get a good CPA is the one thing I'll tell you, Josh Dawson. But go check out at Northeast Sports Cards on IG. He's been a guest on my channel on Cajun Cardboard. Congrats to Josh. He sold this absolute whale, pop 1, only 2 higher graded, 2003 LeBron James exquisite rookie patch autos. I mean, just an absolutely mesmerizing, eye-popping card. $930,000. Josh, you're the big winner last night. Again, I've got to pull it up, but it doesn't do any good because it's only sold once, and it was last night by my friend Josh. So that's all you're going to get. We can look up the, let's look up the 8.5 because I think that's probably about the closest in value. And that card last sold for 1.39. But again, that was in February and the market was a lot hotter. Based on the very cursory communication I've had with Josh this morning and during the day today, I think it went for about what he expected it to go for. And again, congrats, man. Lives can be changed by collecting cards. And I know we see a lot of negativity in the hobby and we're always talking about cards are going down. It's the end of the world, and everybody's got a problem with every company and all the infrastructure, and everybody's cheating and scammers. But there are some really great stories where people's lives and people's families' well-being can change just from shrewd investing in the card market. And Josh, you're one of those people that I respect and admire the most in the hobby, and this is me sweating Josh's nuts over and over, but I really don't think it could have happened to a nicer, better person. So congrats on that sale. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this PWCC Premier auction. Was it a bloodbath like we expected? Was it just a continued down trickle in the market that we've seen over the last 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 15 months? Is there something that I missed? Is there a card you wish I'd have talked about that I couldn't? I don't know. I'm 47 minutes in and everybody already complains because my videos are too long, especially the ones on the Luca Nation Network. You guys want shorter. So I apologize, but as always, you're always going to get PWCC Premier auction recaps. You're going to get every Monday morning, you're going to get PWCC weekly auction recap featuring the top 100 basketball cards that sold. You're going to get that on the Luca Nation Network Monday mornings. You're also going to get an episode called Explore the Card, where we look at Michael Jordan cards from the 90s, inserts and parallels. If you're looking to find a way to hedge risk in this hobby, in this extremely volatile, downtrodden hobby lately, consider buying Michael Jordan cards. That's just a thought. He's pretty safe. He's pretty steady. Again, we saw some of his cards go down by tens of thousands as well, but it's all relative. If there's anybody that can weather this storm better, it's probably Jordan or Curry or LeBron or guys like that. But even those guys are not immune from the downward effects that we've seen in the hobby lately. But there is so much positivity to be found in the hobby if you look hard enough. If you look for the negativity, you'll find it. If you look for the positivity, you'll find it. Trust me, I'm having a blast. I'm cleaning $10 to $25 cards, cleaning them, wiping them down, sending them off to PSA. I'm doing videos for you guys, showing you what I'm sending, what I'm getting back, what they're worth, what they were worth before I graded them. There's great deals on cards if you're a true collector. And if you're not, consider it. It's fun. There's great deals to be had on huge cards right now if you're a true collector, and on low dollar cards if you want to just build the breadth of your collection. I recently decided to start a Michael Jordan PSA 8 collection. Totally separate PC from my high-end Michael Jordan cards. I'm going to go buy a bunch of PSA 8 Jordans because the timing is right and the cards have dropped so much, and I like wondrous variety. To quote Morgan Freeman in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the Luca Nation Network. Make sure you subscribe to Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed or you're following me on Instagram, Cajun_cardboard. I do post cards all the time. I post thumbnails and new videos that are coming out. I do think that there's a lot of great stuff going on in the hobby right now. So keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby, fellas and gals, and peace.